coming after me like crazy. Hey, it's your boy Karceno here, and what's up? Let's go through it. Taking you back to the year of, I guess this is 1997. 97. My gosh. It's New Year's. Around that time. New Year's in 90s. No, going into 98. That's what it was. It was 97 getting ready to go into 98. I'm trying to think. Where was my homeboy at that time? Oh yeah, this might have been when he was out of commission during that time. He was on a work release. Okay, alright, now this all makes sense. Okay. This is the truth behind Karceno taking Jamie Foxx girl. And this is 100% true to my knowledge. Okay? Everything. Why? Because it's involving me. Now, before this video makes me look like the Don Mega King player of all time, we do what we always do. We always go to the beginning. So, after my birthday, which is in December, in case you want to give me a gift. After my birthday, normally New Year's is done. You know, it's like I don't really plan for New Year's. I'm normally somebody else come up with a plan, and then I either decide which place I'm gonna go for New Year's, or if I'm going out at all. I'm not a big New Year's person, because I'm aware that these are the dates that people get killed at New Year's Eve parties. So, anyway, New Year's to me just means that the last previous year won't be on my tombstone. And we got it done, and we're here to see another day. So, I'm not really caught into it. And my buddy at the time was dating this girl off and on. You know, they were like crazy in love, fighting and all that stuff. But she had some, you know, one of her friends, a very fallacious woman, and she wanted me to introduce, you know, wanted me to hook up with her friend, you know. True to it, she would want to hook up with me too, because she was that crazy and wild, and they kept fighting over her going to. I mean, the arguments was like crazy, and then he's sitting there, and I got to try to calm him down, and he's smoking a cigarette. Like, if she could just like stop, if I can get her down to sleep with just 2 people a week, that'll be fine. I just can't. She can't work at that place no more. She ends up sleeping with everybody. I'm like, and you are with her? Why? So anyway, his girlfriend had a sex addiction or something. Like, she was like Black Snake Moan type, but he loved her for some reason. So anyway, she got a fallacious friend, and I said, well, you know, I might swing by and hit this friend, because I seen the friend before, and the friend is nice. So I said, okay, well, this will be a good New Year's. Go over there, hang out. Got a friend for the night. You know, the girl got all this money. She's paying for all this stuff, so I don't got to spend a dime. Oh, this is perfect. This is a whole setup right here. Then, come to find out, I drop my friend girlfriend off. Not this one. It's a whole different other friend. And he's dating her cousin. And I took her because her cousin lives by me or something at that time. So I dropped her off. And when I dropped her off, that's when I met Jamie Foxx. Her sister is dating Jamie Foxx. She's an actress. I never even knew this girl stayed like right by us. Never knew she even had a sister, because her sister lived in California. You know, she's the, you know, mulatto, so they, you know, the split happens. One go with one and one go with the, you know. So, she's been out in California doing like commercials and pilots and stuff that was never going to be picked up on television. So basically, she's just in the scene, sleeping with celebrities, doing coke, doing drugs, party girl, that whole format. So she takes her 2 hours to put on makeup, you know, the usual. So I come there and I see her and I'm like, wow, who is this? And she comes out in this white robe and she's like, oh, I'm the sister, you know. Yeah, I haven't been out here in years and blah, blah, blah. She's going on and on. She's the guy. She's naked in the robe. All white robe, got her hair done, got on, putting on makeup. It looked like her makeup's done already. She's like, yeah, I'm just getting ready. I'm going out with Jamie tonight, and he's in town for the New Year's weekend. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she was like, yeah, New Year's, we're going out. Jamie's going to be doing this in Chicago, whatever, so we're going to be doing this, whatever. I'm like, okay, fine, that's perfect. It was great meeting you, you know. Have a nice day. And I left. Now, when I left, she was like, wow, he's so nice. He's so articulate. Like, oh my gosh, he speaks so well. And he knows people in Hollywood. Like, I'm like, yeah, I actually knew them because Kenan and Kel, you know, for people who don't know, let me fast forward you guys. Kel Mitchell grew up in Chicago, knew Kel, met some producers through Kel, by that whole relationship. So by me going out there and meeting all these different people, I actually knew some of the producers that she was talking about. Ding, common ground. Now, I'm through with this whole situation at this point. Now, I'm trying to get ready for the New Year's thing that I got set up. So I go over to this, they got like this like log cabin thing. Like, I'm like, oh man, it looks like a log cabin out here. Everything's set up. I'm like, okay, I got my Wu-Tang hoodie on, my red cap, matching my hoodie. I'm feeling good. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm in shape. Like, where's this runner I'm supposed to be with all night? You know, like, where's this setup chick? And she's like, oh, she's on her way. And then those two there, and I'm like, okay, and they was like, oh, she called, she's going to be here after the countdown. I'm like, I'm sitting here with chips and dip, with beer and everything else here, but I'm like, where is she at? I'm sitting here being the third wheel. I'm like, I'm wasting my time. And my buddy got this hotel downtown with his girl. And he's got, you know, the whole thing downtown. And I'm like, man, he got downtown pretty much on lock. So I'm like, well, all right, well, I know it's just probably going to be him and his girl, so I ain't going to intrude. Anyway, the fallacious woman decides to make a stop at like a 7-Eleven to buy something and ran into some people there and they were talking about a party and this and that, and she ended up talking to that guy and his friends and ended up going to a party with them. But she remembered that she had to come to this party and this event, so she shows up about a half hour after the countdown. I'm like, what's going on? I'm supposed to be meeting the fallacious woman. She comes in with this guy, like, and she talks to her friend, like, yeah, I stopped by because I know I did, you know, you wrong and everything. I know you've been, like, trying to get in contact with me, calling me. I messed up. And they was like, what do you mean? She's like, I ran into this guy and, oh, that guy's nice. Maybe we could hook this up next week. You know, like, right now I want to go run out with these guys to this party, you know, and I just met them, so I'm sorry. So now I'm sitting there like, now I'm officially the third wheel. For the rest of it, I'm like, man, all right, I'm going to just leave y'all to it because I'm done. So I'm like, I'm about to go home, man. This whole night's been ruined. So as I'm heading out, about to go home, I get a call. At like 1 in the morning, I'm thinking somebody finna say Happy New Year, you know, I'm like, hello? And she was like, it was the girl's cousin. you know, the one whose sister with Jamie Foxx, the one I dropped off. She's like, can you do me a favor and take me over to the hotel where my buddy's at? Because my buddy dates her cousin, you know, and her sister, and all three of them are cousins. So, except for the two that's sisters, you know. So, anyway, she's like, can you drop me off over there? Because, you know, I'm like, I thought they was having the place by themselves, and you sure it's okay if I take you over there? She's like, no. They was like, yeah, we can come by and kick it. And this was a bad suite downtown. And, you know, my boy got his girl hemmed up, you know, and, you know, they dressed to the nines, and I'm coming in there, like, everybody was basically dressed to the nines except for me, and I'm bringing the cousin over there, and I get over there, all of a sudden, here comes, I mean, what's his name is there? The one that was supposed to have been out for New Year's. The one Jamie Foxx was dating her sister, and she's blowing up, you know, like going off on Jamie Foxx. And I'm like, well, what happened? Like, I just walked through the door, and she's just like, you know, like, forget Jamie this and Jamie that, and she's blowing up. And like, he wants me to come back over there, and he keeps calling, I'm not going back over there. Forget him, you know, and all the stuff I put up with him, and she just started going about how, showing pictures of how weird he was, and all the weird stuff he does, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is a mess. So I'm sitting there and I'm just listening, yeah, you know, whatever. You know, then people going out to drinks. My boy, he all dressed to the nines. You know, we taking pictures, the ones you seeing now. And, you know, everybody's having a good time, relaxing, and she's just in a bad mood. I don't know if she came there and Jamie was giving some other girl attention or what have you. But she had got on the phone with Jamie and this and that, and then put me on the phone with Jamie. And I'm like, what's this? Like, for me? I'm like, hello? Who is this? I'm like, who is you? I'm like, man, put her back on the phone. What's she playing games for? Tell her to get her silly ass on the phone. I'm like, he won't talk to you. Whoever this is, and he seems pretty upset. Why are you playing games? Is you coming back or you not coming back? So I'm like, well, look, I don't know what happened, but according to her, they were at a party, and Jamie Foxx, I guess they were all kicking it there for New Year's, and he started ignoring her or something like that, and it led to a big melee, led to some, you know, things not going right. Well, anyway, she just said forget it. She knew someplace she could go. So she came over there and basically crashed the party. And ever since she crashed, it was like, well, we might as well invite everybody over, you know, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm sitting here with her, this cousin, and this situation here with my guy and his girl. And, you know, they got the suite in the back, and I'm hanging out with the sister, and the cousin is like all in the way. You know, I'm like, well, no, that's her sister, so, yeah, they ain't technically, they're not cousins, but she's in the way. I'm like, okay, this is going to the next level. I didn't know it was going to get this far. I was just over here, had some drinks, and we talking with some chick. But once we start talking about television shows, directors, and what she had going on next, and I'm just, yep. It's getting late. Let's go to sleep. The sister don't want to go get the message, and I'm like, get her out of here. So she was like, well, I'm tired. All three of us should just lay here and go to sleep. I'm like, oh no. You got to get up out of here. Because this finna go to the next level. So Anyway, finally, we had to outlast her because she just kept going, and she finally passed out from drinking everything in the house. And we were able to have a successful night. So now, I don't know how Jamie Foxx felt about this, nor do I care. But this was his girlfriend, according to her. That she was Jamie Foxx's girl. They came down there to go out for New Year's, and her parents lived there, so she wanted to stay and see her sister and moms and everybody else, and that was that. And things went left, you know. I mean, I don't know. I just happened to be there to pick up the fumble and run it in and score it for a touchdown. Just when it looked like I was out of the game, something came my way. So that's how that night went. And it was a great New Year's. Shout out to PNC King. Shout out to John Stewart. Shout out to Young Tone. I don't know what Young Tone did, man. We gotta go hang out like we did in the old days, man. Like, they gotta build another Knockouts. I do not like bocces, and I don't like Bar Louie. I can't stand that. I'm trying to watch the game, and here you got all this music going, and then I gotta look for a new waitress to talk to. So, oh man, let me get out of here before I get myself in trouble. I'm out.